Namaste and welcome. It is me, Nina Sachs, and I'm glad that you tuned in. And I hope that you're excited to hear what I have to share with you. So, I'm all about helping women empower themselves to feel better in their bodies, to improve their health, and to create a lot more time and space in their everyday. So, if this is sounding like you, something like you're needing, then definitely listen into kind of like my story and what's happened with me. And hopefully we'll be able to connect in the future, and hopefully there are a couple of tips, tricks and tools that you'll be able to pick up as we speak. So natural living with me has evolved, has morphed, has been created through pretty much my life work. So for the last 20 years, I have been teaching yoga, and I love traveling, and I love helping people make little shifts and changes so that their businesses improve, that they can personally improve. And where that's led me with all these things that I've been doing is that I now live, as most of you know, in Mozambique on a farm. But my dream, my big dream, like you all got from last week, is to have this freedom-based lifestyle where creating me can be sailing, where it can be anywhere in the world and still be working, be sharing my knowledge, my skills, the tools that I've been picking up over the years with you guys, so that you can live a happier, healthier, and more in rhythm life. So Natural Living with Nina has morphed and evolved into a membership club. So this is where a group of us women come together every week. And when you sign up to join the club, you are given a curriculum to follow. And the curriculum is simple in a sense. The challenge with the club is the implementation of the curriculum. So everyone is moving at their own pace. Everyone has their own personal challenges. I mean, we have women in the club who are mom of like 3 kids. We have retirees. So it's a wide age span that we've got, with everyone in different spaces and lifestyles and things happening. But we have one kind of like goal that we're all moving towards, and that is, well, there are a couple, I suppose, that is we want to feel better in our bodies, we want to have more time and space in our everyday, and we want to improve our health. So those are the 3 big things that we're all moving towards, striving towards, and improving. And what we do in this membership club is that, like I said, there's a curriculum that we follow that is based on yoga and Ayurveda. So we use the habits of yogis and the lifestyle principles of Ayurveda to get us into rhythm. A lot of these things we know. We know we need to go to bed earlier. We know that we should be sleeping a lot better. We know that we should be eating better. We know that we should be eating more greens, nutritious food. We know that we should stop snacking. We know that we should be hydrating. We know that we should be doing self-massage and meditating and moving. All these things that we know we should be doing, but most of us aren't actually doing it. And this is literally what I struggled with for 20 years of being in the yoga industry, teaching yoga, but not actually living the practices of yogis for that time. And until I actually got into a group where everyone was living these habits that way, it slowly started just becoming part of my life. And this is the big lesson that I learned, is that most of society, 90% of society, lives in opposition to the natural rhythm and cycles of nature and how it's meant to be. And there are only a handful of people who do. And when we kind of like get all of us together, it's so much easier to stick and to stay in those rhythms. So that is what we practice in Natural Living with Nina. It is a membership club that actually evolves and morphs. So like I was chatting last week about kind of like the 5 elements and how we kind of like spiral down from the subtle to the gross, and then we spiral up again from gross to subtle, and that there's always a play between all these elements all the time as we evolve and as we grow. And that's exactly what the membership club is about. So as more members come in, we understand the needs of others. Like now we're actually chatting a lot about business opportunities and how to change a lot of the offerings that those who are in the club come. So as people come in, the conversations that we start to have on our groups on a Monday morning, they shift and they change. The core curriculum is still there with regards to what we're needing to do, how to simplify our lives. That is a big core curriculum. We learn more about ourselves, our personalities, our strengths, our traits, so that when we kind of like, not quite enter the world, but when we step into conversations with others, with people around us in our jobs, that we actually really deeply understand what our strengths are, and we can harness those, and we understand where maybe we're a little weak and where we need a little bit of support, or where we need supporting people to help us build our business up. So that's a lot of personality. We check in with regards to connections with ourselves, connections with our loved ones, how as we change, how things have to evolve as well, and how that process can be simple and easy and actually fun. And then a big one of the core curriculum is a lot about freedom, finding your freedom. What does freedom mean for you? What does freedom in your body mean for you? What does it look like to you? What does freedom of your mind look like to you? And what does, for me, a big part was like this freedom-based lifestyle. What does that mean or look like for you? So this membership club, Natural Living with me, Nina, is an amalgamation of all the core teachings that I've picked up over the 20 years of being in the yoga industry, of teaching yoga, of running retreats, of creating Yoga Awakening Africa, the magazine, of being part of a yoga teacher training curriculum, setting that up, navigating that, running and creating businesses. So there is a lot of experience and wisdom that I have harnessed over the years, and I've literally picked the best, and that which is the most appropriate, that will get change happening a lot faster. So if you feel that you really need to start sleeping better, if you want to feel better in your body, so it might mean losing a little bit of padding here and there. If you want to feel stronger, maybe gaining a little bit more muscle tone. If you feel that you're just always frustrated and tired and cranky and whining at the kids and frustrated with them, and you're not actually present in yourself, and you can't actually enjoy the time spending kind of like reading the bedtime stories with the kids, the time that you spend with the maybe your parents or the elders that you're looking after and caring for, and you just, or you find yourself too here and there and everywhere, and there's not this centeredness and groundedness in you, then it's kind of like this club might be what you're needing. We come together for a full year, so it's not just like a fly-by-night little thing that you hop in, for a month here or there. You actually decide that you're wanting to make change, and you commit to everyone else in the group as well, that you're going to be there and that you're going to support them. So as much as they're supporting you to make the changes that you're needing to make, you're supporting them. So you're coming with your unique talents, your skills and your strengths, and you're bringing that to the group. And this is the other thing that people absolutely love and thrive, is that it's not just kind of like me, a teacher, teaching whatever needs to get taught, but actually there's a lot of interaction and sharing that goes on. So there is a tremendous amount of wisdom that comes from a group collective. And again, that is what sparks off ideas. That is what makes you engage in change a lot faster. So if you've been a person like me who's been kind of like dabbling in a lot of the yoga-based stuff for a while, or kind of like the natural ancient wisdom traditions, especially a lot kind of like in the Ayurveda, but not actually embodying them. This is a big part, not actually embodying them. Then you really, and it might not be working with me, but it just means find the right group and the right people to work with. Nicole is going to be sharing what she's going to be up to. Also amazing opportunity to step in and to work with her. There are phenomenal groups out there. A big thing is to just take the time to process what it is you're looking for, where you're wanting to go, and who can best help you along that route. At the end of the day, kind of like, as the saying goes, all roads lead to Rome, but surely you want one that has got the least amount of traffic on it, is the most scenic, is the most fun, and that you can kind of like have the best time doing that. So that is what I'm all about. It's all about learning, experimenting, having fun, feeling liberated, feeling inspired, feeling connected. And I find that kind of like when those words, when those feelings come together, that it brings the best out of us. So that is Natural Living with Nina. If you're interested, reach out to me, let me know what you think, and I would love to have a chat with you, and to let you know a little bit more about how you can work with me, how you can start getting into the club. At the moment, I have a free Facebook group, Natural Living with Nina, obviously, which you're welcome to check out already and just see what is in there, what we're getting up to. And then at some point, if you feel that, you're ready to take the plunge and to go a little bit further, we're always open arms and welcome everyone. I do have a chat with everyone before, and just to make sure that what I am offering is actually really going to benefit you and help you. Because if it's not, then I'm not going to suggest you join the club, because it's going to be a waste of your time, your energy, and likewise with everyone in the club. But generally, if you're listening to this, you're probably a great fit anyway, and we'll probably get a house of fire. So thank you for listening, and it has been a pleasure kind of like going on this journey of Nourish and Restore with you for so long. We're still going to continue, Nicole and me. We just kind of like shifting our perspective a little so that we can highlight our strengths for you. That was a big thing that we have kind of like rebirthed, and when we kind of like were in our quiet phases, when we were reflecting, we just realized, there's so much strength that both of us have, and we're really going to start highlighting that for all of you in the upcoming months and years to go. So from my heart to yours, sending you so much love, and I look forward to connecting with you sometime in the future. Namaste.